Ashwinji asked us to wait, ma'am. He said we begin by 6:05. So
Okay.
that's the more start. Ashwinji, can we?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Prasupta, ma'am, we can go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. The world is a book, and those who do not travel read only a page of it, says Saint Augustine. So one must travel more to feel or experience more. And here tourism helps us to a great extent. Tourism is the largest and fastest growing industry across the world. It is a source of revenue and employment. It also gives the opportunity for people to understand the culture, civilization, and religious aspects of a country. There are many countries whose main source of revenue is tourism. So here we bring before you our today's webinar, Career Opportunities in Tourism. But before getting into the session, let us invoke the Almighty's blessings by chanting the Gayatri Mantra. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsavidurvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Niyo Yoda Prachodaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste. A warm welcome to our principal ma'am, HM ma'am, coordinators and panelists, Mrs. Padmavati ji and attendees. Mrs. Padmavati ji is the Assistant Director in the Ministry of Tourism, and she has had 18 years of experience in the field of tourism. She has been promoting tourism in the southern region since many years. I strongly believe her guidance would help each of us, especially the students, to have an insight on how the tourism industry works. India is called the land of diversity. It has vibrant colors, breathtaking landscapes, and rich history. India is unlike any other country in the world. It is unique. From the writhing streets of Mumbai to the idyllic shores of the Andaman Islands, this remarkable country offers a diverse feast for the senses. The majestic beauty of the ivory white Taj Mahal, the royal architecture of India, and the formidable forts and palaces, the leisure of houseboat and marine life in the backwaters, and the beauty of the hills and waterfalls in the hill stations is a feast for the eyes and the mind. And hence, India is called Incredible India. So let's take a look at some of the incredible places of India that will mesmerize you and leave you enthralled.
Racing has taken me all over the world, but when I put on the helmet, I am still in India. India, where I found yoga and the champion inside me.
If your mind is racing, how can you? Slow down. Breathe.
I have breathed in India's magic. I have felt its warmth. I have breathed out the noise. The Himalayas, the Ganges, I have breathed in their calm. Yoga has taught me the truth about life and motorcycles. That the more still you are, the further you can go.
Incredible India.
I was going to shut down my family bookstore, but the Indian rhinoceros saved it.
That's a rare bird.
In my travels through Kaziranga, I saw the jungle growing again, and I heard the story of the rhino.
50 years ago, there were only 400 rhinos. But now, there are more than 2,400.
India showed me what can happen if you don't give up. And if the Indian rhino can make a comeback in this day and age, so can my bookstore.
Incredible India.
What does luxury mean to you? Luxury. In India, I discovered that true luxury isn't something you buy off a shelf. True luxury is a feeling that you are the Maharani of your world. And it can be all designed around you. All the beauty is yours. All the music is yours. India showed me that luxury doesn't follow designers and brands. True luxury follows its own heart.
Incredible India.
Reincarnation. India showed us what it's really about.
A little pain is good. Reminds us we are alive.
India, it's so alive, so soulful. Ayurveda had to be born here.
Ayurveda is literally the science of life. Take a sip.
Life flows through the air here, healing the body, reawakening the spirit, keeping a culture that's centuries old, forever young. Ayurveda showed us you don't have to wait for reincarnation. You can be reborn in this life.
Incredible India.
People ask me what culinary school I went to. My answer is India. I learned that you don't add masala just to the food. You add it to everything you do. I learned that flavour is more than a taste. It's a sight, it's a sound, it's a science. In India, I found the secret masala spices that make all the difference. The joy with which you cook, the love with which you serve.
Incredible India.
India, the land of Buddha. An extraordinary journey begins in this sacred place where he took his first steps on the path to enlightenment. This is the land where he first spread his word, where people heard, and where his life took shape. Discover for yourself the journey of Buddha to his final resting place. Immerse yourself in his life here in India, the land of Buddha.
Incredible India.
That was truly incredible. India is certainly incredible. To give a lot of more insight into it, let's welcome Mrs. Padmavati ji, our panelist on the stage. A small request, attendees are requested to type their questions in Q&A box or chat box. Over to you, ma'am.
Good evening, everybody. This is Padmavati, the Assistant Director from Ministry of Tourism, Southern Regional Office, Chennai. First of all, I would like to thank our Radha Madam, Principal DAV School, for providing me this opportunity. Indeed, this is my first webinar for school students. I'm very much happy about it. Let me explain about Ministry of Tourism, what Ministry of Tourism is all about and its functions. We all know India is a country of varied interests and variety of tourist places. Actually, the thing is, we have 9,000 years of cultural history, and it's quite famous. It's in we have 40 World Heritage Sites. We are ranked to 6th in the world for having 40 World Heritage Sites. What to say? Because of varied tourism spots in country, our logo has been named as Incredible India. That's what it is about. So now I will start explaining about our Ministry of Tourism and its aspects one by one. And after that, I'll be covering the career opportunities also. So please play the slides, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Ministry of Tourism will be having a glance on its activities, initiatives and promotions. Next. Before this thing, hope you all enjoy that video. I would like to mention one thing. This video has won the first prize in the category TV Cinema Spot in Berlin. Tourism Award in Berlin in the year 2019. That's the video. Now let us see the Ministry of Tourism. It's a nodal agency for the formulation of national policies and programs, mainly between central government and state governments, and also with private sector, and mainly they strive hard for the development and promotion of tourism in the country. And ministry is headed by Union Minister. Now our Union Minister is Mr. Kishan Reddy. Followed by, we have two Minister of State for Tourism. One, Mr. Shripad Nayak, and another one, Shri, what's his name? Kishan Reddy, he is the Union Minister, Ajay Bhatt and Shripad Nayak. And the administrative head of the ministry is Secretary. He is an IAS officer. He is the main person who will be formulating the national policies and all. Followed by Additional Secretary, Joint Secretary, then Additional Director General, Advisor and Director. Yeah. Next slide. And these are the divisions in the Ministry of Tourism headquarters in Delhi. First, that is Tourism Infrastructure Development. Here they focus on quality tourism infrastructure in all the states. That is the main thing in this division they will be doing. Next, hotels and restaurants. Here we will be according classification approval for 1-star to 5-star, 5-star deluxe hotels. Not only hotels, but also for bed and breakfast units, homestay units, and travel trade agencies. Next comes overseas marketing. This division deals with the promoting India as a preferred destination in abroad. That's what this division will be doing. Here they will be participating in international fairs, everything. And there is one particular aspect in overseas marketing that is known as hospitality. Hospitality in this division, we will invite very famous travel writers, travel bloggers, and or tourism related service providers from all over the world. They will come to the country and visit India, and we will provide them class accommodation and every arrangements, and they will enjoy throughout the trip, and after returning to their country they will make a report and they will be publishing in their famous papers. This is one type of overseas marketing happening. Next, travel rate. Like hotels and restaurants, we have approval for travel rate also. That it will be clearly given in another slide. Next comes human resources development. Here, tourism related educational institutes, they will be coming under this development. That's also been given in next slide. Next comes publicity and events. That here in publicity and events, they will be organizing a lot of tourism related festivals. For example, World Tourism Day celebrations. Next, then Paryatan Parv. Paryatan Parv means tourism festival. Paryatan Parv festivals. Then we have social media handles that also we will be covering in publicity events. Even this video, it has been prepared by this division under promotional kind of thing. Next, we have market research and statistics. Each year, they will be having some statistics on how many tourists have come to India, which are the top most 5 states where domestic tourist visits and foreign tourist visits. That also will be dealt in another slide. Next, international cooperation. Here, we will be closely coordinating with international organizations, UN, WTO, then ASEAN, then SAARC. Like this, we will be having MOUs with these organizations. Next is niche tourism. Here we will be dealing with different type of tourisms, not the routine ones. Here we wildlife, cruise tourism, medical, wellness, those type of tourism and all for planning, formulation, everything happens here. Next slide. Mr. Ashwin.
Yes, ma'am.
I have sent you latest PPT. Please play that one. That is the revised one. MOT PPT.
Ashwinji, it's in the group, sir. It's
Give
in the
me a
group.
moment, ma'am. I'm doing.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Ashwinji, if you can make me co-host, I think I can share it. Please start. Fine.
5th slide, madam. 5th slide. Now we have domestic tourist offices and overseas offices. We have around 20 domestic offices in India. Out of 20 offices, we have 5 regional offices. For North, it's Delhi. For South, it's Chennai. And for West, it's Mumbai. And for East, it's Kolkata. And for Northeast, it's Guwahati. We have 5 regional offices. Under our thing, we have 3 to 4 sub-offices. For example, for Southern region, we have Bangalore office, then Kochi, Hyderabad, and Kochi, Hyderabad, Bangalore. We have 3 sub-offices. Likewise, each regional offices have their sub-offices on their own. Next slide. Next, we have 7 overseas offices: Frankfurt, Tokyo, Dubai, London, New York, Beijing, and Singapore. Their main aim is to participate in international tourism related fairs, and they will work out plans mainly to make India as a preferred destination. That is their main job in overseas. Next slide. And we have a lot of institutions under MOT. This comes under Human Resources Development, HRD division. IITM, that is Indian Institute of Tourism and Travel Management. We have IITM in various places: Gwalior, Noida, Bhubaneswar, Nellore, Bodh Gaya, and Shillong. Here we have basic tourism related courses, BBA, MBA, tourism management. Likewise, we have a lot of courses and short-term certifications courses also. Next, IISM, that is Indian Institute of Skiing and Mountaineering. This one is in Gulmarg. They mainly focus on adventure related tourism activities. Next slide. Next is ITDC, India Tourism Development Corporation. This mainly focuses on organizing tours and commercial activities, booking air tickets. That is the main work of ITDC. And they have hotels too. They have some 17 properties under their name. Next is ICI, that is Indian Culinary Institute. We have two campuses, one at Tirupati and one at Noida. They mainly focuses on cuisine and culinary arts and things. We have Foodcraft Institute as well as Foodcraft Institutes also. Next comes NCHMCT, National Council for Hotel Management and Catering Technology. Under this thing only, we have IHM, Institute of Hotel Management. Next slide. IHM, Institute of Hotel Management. This is the main institution, education institution, very famous. If, for example, if you take IHM Chennai, here the placement level is very good, 100% placement sometimes. Most of the famous hotel chains, ITC, Marriott Group, Radisson Group, a lot more groups, they will be coming for this IHM Chennai, and most of the students, they will get placed. 100% placement is there happening right there. Next comes National Institute of Water Sports. Here they mainly focus on giving training to water sports related activities. That is the main thing. Next slide. And what we do, these are our function and activities. What exactly India Tourism Office is doing. First, we will be disseminating information to the tourists. Even now, even foreign tourists and domestic tourists will visit this office. We have an exclusive tourist information counter in our office, meant only for tourists. If they can ask any tourism related queries, they will ask us to do tour booking, then different itineraries. They will be having some specific interests. They will ask about, we want to cover this much temples in this area, or they want to have an adventure kind of trip or leisure type of trip. Everything, we will be having some tailor-made itineraries, or as they say, we can make them a customized trips also. That's the main part of work for us. Next, we have publicity related materials. If they ask for Chennai map or India map, everything we are having right now, and we will be distributing to them. They just showing the map, we will explain the places. For foreigner, Chennai, it will be totally new place to them. We will explain what are the places in Chennai and what are the nearest excursion points from Chennai. That all we will explain. That is one part. Next, here basically we will compile the tourism statistics. We will go to airport and we will compile the data and we'll send to headquarters, and based on that they will be compiling a statistics each year. Next comes approval of hotels and travel rate. We all know star hotels kind of thing. These star hotels, if it is approved, if it is a star hotel, that name itself, it comes only under Ministry of Tourism. Only if they are approved, they can use the name star, 3-star or 4-star or 5-star. Only we are the main authority to give them classification or approval. Same applies to travel trade also. Next, we can go provide lot of we encourage many associations. We have a lot of associations: Indian Association of Tour Operators, Travel Agents Association of India, then Association of Domestic Tour Operators. Likewise, we have a lot of travel related associations. They come to us for better opportunities. We will work on that subsidies and everything, which will help them such a way. Next, we have centrally financed projects. That means state, they will come up with different ideas to develop their tourist spots. They will be requiring additional fund to develop their spots. They will work out a plan and they will identify some spots in area. For example, we have coastal circuit, heritage circuit, spiritual circuit. Likewise, for example, in Tamil Nadu, for coastal circuit, we have covered Mamallapuram, Pondicherry, then Rameshwaram, till Kanyakumari. That stretch now we have closely given 10 to 15 crores to develop that area alone. Likewise, Ministry of Tourism provides funds, central financial funds to all the states. Next, as I said earlier, this one is hospitality program. We will be receiving a lot of foreign travel writers, travel bloggers. They all be visiting India based on the inputs from our abroad offices. They will be working on the people. They will be selecting the famous people who related to tourism, and they will send them to India. Here we will provide them best accommodation and best itineraries, and we will let them to know what India is all about. That comes under hospitality program. Next, we have two exclusive websites, Ministry of Tourism website. First is www.tourism.gov.in. Here we focus on India tourism offices and what they do, abroad offices, then new schemes and guidelines. It will be given in detailed manner about each and every division, who are the contact person and what they are doing. Everything will be given in detail. Latest guidelines, hotel guidelines, travel rate guidelines, assistance, everything will be displayed here. Next is www.incredibleindia.org. This website focuses mainly on tourist places. Region wise, they will be segregating the thing, and it will be attractive to see this website. Everything they have given it, photos, photo galleries and videos will be there. You can download and you can see that. Next, and we have an exclusive mobile application also. You all can download and you can see that. This one is Incredible India mobile application. Next. Now everything is being done only in online. Even classification, approval for travel rate, everything is done in online. We have exclusive online portals for this. If you want to get classified as a 5-star hotel or 1-star hotel, whatever it is, you can apply in the nidhi.tourism.nic.in. This is the online portal. For South, we will be covering 5 states. So we will be covering applications of whole of 5 states. This office will do scrutiny for this hotels. For 4-star, 5-star, 1 to 5-star, everything we will do scrutiny here. The thing is, they have to submit some set of documents. We will check whether everything valid or not. After that, we will go to the spot inspection. We will check each and every facilities provided by them. If they are within the conditions, then only we will give approval. So that's a tedious process. At least it will take 2 to 3 months time for first applying, then going for inspection, then getting approval. 3 stages are there. So minimum for a hotel, it will take 2 to 3 months. Likewise, it happens for e-travel rate approval. This one is quite easy process compared to hotel classification. Here we give approval for tour operators. Tour operators, we have inbound tour operator and adventure tour operator, domestic tour operator. Then comes travel agent. Next, this hotels, as I said earlier, it's a voluntary scheme only. Why we are classifying means, main thing to classify to ensure the quality of services. That's the main reason we ask hotels to get approved by us. These are the classifications we do: 1 to 5-star, then 5-star deluxe. Then we also approve heritage category hotels. Heritage Grand, Heritage Classic and Heritage Basic. Difference between a star hotel is heritage, nothing but they have the building. That building, it should be older more than 100 years. That is the main difference between a heritage hotel and a star hotel. So we will be checking that age, building certificate, everything we will check for a heritage property. That is the main difference. Also, it's all a voluntary scheme only. It's not a mandatory scheme as of now. Also, we give approval for standalone restaurants, then standalone air catering units where food is provided for flights, that air catering units, then convention centers, guest houses, everything we are providing approval. These guidelines and approval list and all, easily it can be downloaded from tourism.gov.in or in this website, nidhi.tourism.nic.in. Next, This one is for travel rate. As I said, travel agency, inbound tour operators. Where foreigners visiting India, we have to make arrangements for them. They are known as inbound tour operators. Domestic tour operators, arrangements for domestic tourists. Adventure tour operators, we have adventure in air, water, everything. We have categorized that, and they will be making arrangements in that area. Tourist transport operators means only they will be having only vehicles. They will be providing only vehicles. They are known as tourist transport operators. Same, the guidance can be downloaded from eTravelRateApproval.nic.in. Next, it's a voluntary scheme only. Most of them, hoteliers or travel trade agencies, their question is why we should get approval from Ministry of Tourism. That is their main query. The thing is, first thing is reliability and trustworthy in the eyes of tourists. If a foreigner comes to our office, first thing they will ask is approved hotel or approved travel trade and approved guide. They will be first asking for that only. For that credibility, a hotel should get approval, a travel trade should get approval for the next level. If they want to go to the next level, they should get classified. That is the main thing. Also, that agencies, hotels will be listed in the Ministry of Tourism website. And also, time to time, this classification will help in lot of some government procedures, various permissions also in government procedures. Likewise, they can avail our MDA scheme. MDA means Market Development Assistance. For example, if any hotelier or if any travel trade tour operator wants to go to attend World Tourism Mart in Berlin or London, if they are approved agency, then it is easy for them to join with us, because we used to go, our ministry will attend that program. If they are approved, they can come along with us. That's why that is one part of advantage. Next is they can, as I said, we can participate in various roadshows organized by ministry also. This week we are organizing International Tourism Mart in Aizawl in Manipur. Most of the tour operators, they have been invited from various parts of India, and now that event is going on. These are the advantages for recognition from Ministry of Tourism. Next, this is the statistics. This one is the latest statistics. Here, if you see the right side, the Tamil Nadu, it is in the topmost place for domestic tourist visits. And this side, US is the, we have a lot more visitors from US. That country is top first in this thing, top countries. Next slide. And as far as domestic tourist visits concerned, Tamil Nadu tops first. And as far as foreign tourist visit, Punjab, it is the first state. Next. And we have one scheme named Ek Bharat Shrestha Bharat, formulated by our PM. This mainly focuses on pairing of states. We have, for example, Tamil Nadu is paired with Jammu Kashmir. Likewise, each state is paired with another state. Tamil Nadu is paired with Jammu Kashmir. What we have to do is, we can do internal exchange of students. We can ask that college students to come and visit Tamil Nadu and vice versa. These tours and all we are planning. If any schools or any colleges are interested, if they come through proper channel, we can work on that. Not only that, we can organize some competitions on essay or painting or whatever it is of varied types, and we can give certificates and everything. If any school wants to approach us, we can help. Next, we can play that video, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, 1 minute. I strongly believe attendees are finding the input shared by ma'am quite useful, but there's a lot more to it. The beauty of India is innumerable and irresistible, and this has been echoed by many writers and eminent personalities. To other countries, I may go as a tourist, but to India, I come as a pilgrim, says Martin Luther King Jr. So now let's take a look again at some of the amazing places of India that will haunt you and keep you hooked. That was fabulous. I hope Padmavati ma'am would like to share more on tourism to our attendees. Over to you, ma'am.
Twentieth slide, sir. Here it comes, Incredible India Tourist Facilitator. We have two categories, Incredible India Guide and Incredible India Tourist Facilitator. Facilitator, actually anybody can become a facilitator. Only they should have minimal knowledge of tourism. Some of the thing is, what to say, a tourist facilitator, his main job is to make the tourist spots appealing, and they can explain the stories, that history, mythology, culture, and nature of that area. She should know that place very well. For that, they have to undergo a basic course, and they can get enrolled as a tourist facilitator. They will be given a specific ID card which says basic, IITF, Incredible India Tourist Facilitator Basic. Next slide, please. Previous slide, previous slide. Previous one. This is the card issued to a tourist facilitator. This one is basic card. Yeah. Next, sir. Next. This is Incredible India Tourist Guide. The difference between a facilitator and guide is that these guides are very much experienced compared to facilitator. They are under basic category, and these are under experienced category. Based on their experience, we will differentiate the ID cards: 3-star, 4-star, and 5-star, gold, silver, gold, platinum kind of cards. We will be issuing to them. We have a separate database for guides. Particularly for southern region, we have 255 regional level guides. They are approved guides. For proper hospitality teams, we assign only them to guide through the trip. We don't go for random guides. We hire only approved guides, and we have a separate database for that, separate guidelines for that. Those who are interested to enrolling in a guide training course or to want to be a tourist facilitator, they can go for this. Next. It says we have different categories of guides. Basic, actually facilitator is different, guide is different. In the guide itself, we have a lot of categories: experienced and linguistic. If they are a French guide, Spanish guide, like that, we have a lot of categories. Next. Likewise, adventure, heritage, language. We have different categories in guiding. Accordingly, they will be given assignments. Next. And Deko Apna Desh webinars. During the COVID times, to keep the tourism spirit alive, we have made lot of webinars on tourist places in India, specific topics. We have covered some 100 webinars in that time till now. They are known as Deko Apna Desh webinars. The database is there. If you are interested, you can see that. Next. This is the latest scheme announced by our Prime Minister. This is the most one. Every day, Minister is pursuing on this. We are working on this. This is known as Yuva Tourism Club. Main idea is to involve school students and college students in this field of tourism. We should educate them what tourism is all about. That is the main idea of that. They should develop an interest and passion for tourism. In such a way, we have to organize lot of competitions and some skill management programs, and we are going to do that. That's why, what to say, this is the most happening scheme right now in ministry. For example, in Chennai, we have enrolled, next slide please. we have enrolled in Tamil Nadu alone 52 schools for tourism club. What a tourism club has to do is just we will provide them a banner mentioning about tourism club, and we will be issuing a registration form. You can fill it up and give it to us. What we will do is you can organize a program, tourism related program, some competitions or whatever it is. Only the subject, it should be relevant to tourism. Once you conduct the program and winners and for participants, we will be giving participation certificates, prizes, everything will be giving. So that is the main thing we can do. Not only that, even we can arrange for a trip, a familiarization trip kind of thing also. We are on working on that. Even I'll be approaching madam after this thing for Yuva Tourism Club. These are the database for Yuva Tourism Clubs in Southern region. Next. Now comes the careers, the opportunities in hospitality industry. Before going to this, let me say tourism. Actually, that concept is global in nature. In tourism, tourist, his state of mind is happy. In that happy state of mind, they will approach us and we will be providing them best arrangements, accommodation, transport, guide and all. That's why tourism is it is the largest employment generation. The thing is, it is the main source for foreign exchange earnings. That is the main source. Even we can generate 54% employment opportunities for women. And India, here tourism, it contributes 10% to Indian economy here in India, the tourism, that concept alone. See, if we come to these careers, first, hotel manager, then sales marketing manager, these are the categories. Not only, I have shortlisted this much only. Maybe we'll have an extensive list, but I have focused on this alone. Sales and marketing manager, food and beverage manager, front house manager, spa, event and conference organizer, PR, leisure activity, hotel receptionist, head chef, executive chef, cruise ship entertainer, tour guide, already we have seen on tour guide, concierge, sommelier, fitness instructor, beauty therapist, casino host, bartender, tour operator, travel agent, travel writer, travel blogger. Next, let us see each of the thing in detail. Hotel GM, they are the one responsible for whole of the hotel's operations. They are the main ambassadors for their brand and the hotel. They should have that leadership quality, and they should plan strategically, and they should support their colleagues, their staff, and they should ensure mainly guest satisfaction should be there. They have to work closely with hotel owners. That is the main thing. As day-to-day aspects of the hotel, everything, it's managed by general managers. Highly responsible post. Next comes sales and marketing manager. Here, this manager will be responsible for maximizing the hotel's revenues, mainly to increase occupancy, profitable use of accommodation. This responsible is being done by marketing manager. Next, food and beverage manager. They deal with things related to food and beverage, from ordering products to hiring staff, and they require exceptional social and analytical skills. They have to be calm under pressure. Not only beverage manager, even in every job that is required. Next, front house manager. He deals with coordination of entire front house of the team. He should ensure that the client receives a warm welcome, that warm hospitality. The first thing when entering the reception, they should get a feel that it should be very satisfactory. Though that role, he has to do that. Next, spa manager. In 4 and 5-star hotels, they have an exclusive spas, and for the day-to-day operations, and spa manager will be responsible for that. Different types of spas will be there, Ayurvedic and Thai, and like that, different kinds will be there. They will be handling that. Next comes event and conference organizer. In all 3-star, after above 3-star, mainly in 4 and 5, we will be having banquet halls, conference halls. In 5-star deluxe hotels, they will be having a convention halls, a big event and all, they will be happening here. For that, conference organizer, their role is much important. Next, PR manager. Their focus is to keep the hotel's reputation in a positive way, and PR agency mainly they deal with social media handling and all, and how to market their hotel as the best thing. That is the main work of PR manager. Next comes leisure activity coordinator. Here this guy he creates and plans activities. Whole of the trip he will be organizing outings, events. They create programs and staffing events for group. If any corporate groups of any groups comes to the hotel, they will be organizing some team building activities also. That responsibility lays in the hand of leisure activity coordinator. Next, hotel receptionist. You know very well. They have to be calm at any kind of situation because reception, that is the first moment of guest's arrival. So they have to be giving a proper standard service. Next is head chef. He's the one who is controlling and directing the food preparation. He will be the one deciding the menus for regular guest rooms, and for any if there is any event planned, and he has to approve the menu, and he has to improvise the menu, and he has to polish that dishes, that plating and all he has to decide. Executive, he comes to the next level. This next comes a cruise ship entertainer. Same. This one is similar to hotel, but it will be in the sea. That is the main difference. Next, a tour guide. Already we have discussed in detail about tour guide. Tour guide is nothing but regional level guide, and or they can go for facilitator and guide. They help tourists to know about the places. Here we have our famous tour guides. For example, our hospitality guests, sometimes they used to come repeatedly to India, and they ask for particular guide only. In such a way that guide has given information. They will they will attract them like that with their information. Next is concierge, hospitality professional who attends to guest needs. Next, sommelier. Here they will be dealing with wine served at the they have to maintain that wine, it has to be served at right temperature, because in 4 and 5 bars will be there, so their responsibility is that. Fitness instructor, obviously. We have gyms in the hotel, and they will be handling this. Next, beauty therapist. A spa will be there, and beauty therapist, their role, massages, then pedicure, manicure, treatments, everything will be taken care by therapist. Casino host. This is not much familiar in India, but this is for abroad. We can leave that. Next, bartender. Bartender and sommelier, they come under the in the bars, mixing and serving drink orders and that's it. Next, tour operator. His main job is to coordinate everything: proper vehicle arrangements, guide arrangements, and hotel arrangements. He has to plan everything without any hassle. Tourist has to enjoy the trip. That is the main work of tour operator. Travel agent. They mainly coordinate with the ticketing. That's what they do. Next, travel writer. Who will be traveling extensively, and they will be sharing their experiences. That is the thing. Blogger, in online mode. Next, in this hospitality management, we have a lot of career opportunities. Because tourism, that is the one thing which is always high in coming years. It is not going to reduce. Year by year, that will be it will be much higher only compared to previous years. So opportunities will be there, obviously. Even now in Institute of Hotel Management, students are getting good placements. If any student is interested in the tourism related field, they can clearly go to that IHM or IITTM or on those lines. They will get a better opportunity compared to other professional degrees. Here they can enjoy and study, because no need compared to professional degrees. This one is easy to learn and easy to understand. That is the thing. And this is the just breakdown of Here, next slide, it shows what are the options to get under the same category. Next slide. For hotel management jobs, we have jobs at reception, guest relations, as a director or GM position, front office supervisor, rooms division manager. Likewise, we have a lot of options. This one just a small example. Next. For in the food and beverage category, we have food and F&B outlets, manager, culinary director, likewise catering and events manager. Next. For events, sports, wellness and leisure positions also, we have coordinators, project managers, VIP services manager, attendant, like that. So this is the last slide, I think. The thing is, India, as of now in India, we have 5 crore jobs related to tourism. And in future, we are projecting another some 15 crore jobs will be coming. Maybe in another 3 to 4 years, they are planning that. So we have better career opportunities in the field of tourism, that I can assure you very much. And if you want any detailed things, you can contact me. I'll share the number, that's not an issue. You can talk to me and I'll give you the details about IHM or whatever it is. With this, I would like to finish this PPT. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Indeed, it was an enlightening session which illuminated us in the field of tourism, the hard work, the passion, the coordination that goes with it. It's time for question and answers. Attendees, once again, I request you to type your questions and answer questions in the Q&A box and chat box. Ma'am, will you take up the questions, ma'am?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Padmavati, ma'am, I have a question, ma'am. There's so many positions that you said are available in the Ministry of Tourism. Ma'am, what is the basic qualification? You said you don't have to have any particular qualification, but I'm sure there must be some entrance exams to be a part of those institutes, ma'am, which you have mentioned.
That institutes, you have to have a proper education qualification will be there. I think you're talking about IHM, IIT.
Yes.
And all, it is like a professional degree only. After +2, you have to go for entrance exam or they will be selecting based on the marks. That are all professional courses. But for tourism related courses, they are.
Okay. Okay.
Only for facilitator, that degree, it's not required. They can finish 11th or 12th. That is entirely different from this one, ma'am.
Ma'am, but those facilitators are also hired by the government, isn't it, ma'am?
No, they have to finish a small course, and
okay.
they can be get approval as a tourism facilitator in their state. And we will be issuing one card. They can act as a guide, not as a proper guide, but this one is category for what to say. Someone they are very much interested in tourism, but they couldn't finish tourism degree. There's the skill programs for that kind of people, ma'am. We have 2 categories.
Okay.
Padmavati ma'am, the courses that you were speaking about for facilitators and guides, how can children get connected to these courses, ma'am?
Not children, ma'am. For guide, we should have a proper degree and all. For facilitator, yeah, that I'll share the extensive guidelines with you, ma'am. It will be helpful for you. I'll share it once this is done.
For facilitators, you started with something, ma'am?
Yes, for facilitator, one moment. For facilitator, school students are not allowed, madam. I'll check and I'll tell you the exact details. That is not for school students. We have some category that I'll tell you.
Questions in the Q&A box, ma'am. If I can read out to you, kindly answer them, ma'am. There's a question on, can these things for tourism give approval to go to both national and international events such as Olympic Games, World Cups, Dubai Expo, etc.?
Ma'am, this Olympic Games, World Cups and Dubai Expo, it doesn't come under the purview of Ministry of Tourism, madam.
Okay, okay. Can these things for tourism give approval to go to both? Okay, the same questions repeated again.
Yeah.
Please re-explain about tour facilitator. There's one question somebody is asking you to explain again about tour facilitators.
Tour facilitator. One moment then.
Yes, ma'am.
For tourist facilitator, their
Yes.
age is, they have to attain at least 18 years of age.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that all the requirement from age alone? Is it not?
Age, then it comes, they
Course.
should have completed 10+2. That is there. That's all.
Okay.
After that, they have to register. They have to show that, register themselves in the IITFC portal. Age proof, address proof. That's all they have to show that. Then after that, they have to undergo a training, small training. It's actually it's easy process only. They have to pay some 2,000 rupees, and for some categories they no need to pay fees at all. It's a easy course only. Yeah, compared to guide, this one is very much easy. And ID cards are issued by this office only.
How long is this training, ma'am?
It's going on, ma'am. We have different
1 year.
batches. They have finished. Yeah, batch wise we have a lot of programs going on even as of now. If any specific details if you want, you can give my mobile number or you can ask them to call me. I will help them.
Ma'am, is there something available in your website, ma'am, for children?
Yes, yes. Once it is done, I'll share you the guidelines, everything clearly to you.
Okay. There's one question again. Is the profession of a travel blogger a person who just records and documents their adventure and maybe uploads it on the media, or do they have anything else, like something connected with this? I don't know what they mean by with this.
With this means travel blogger, a person who just records and documents their adventure. Yeah, that is their main thing. They focus on the place and its essence and the place's importance, maybe in the lines of cuisine or heritage or spirituality. Whatever is the thing, they will visit that place and they will highlight its importance. That's what a travel blogger will do.
That is what he does, right?
Yes.
That question I'm not very clear. I'm
what they want to know.
I don't, even I'm not able to get the essence of the question, ma'am. With this, I don't know with what. What will be the benefits for a person who completes PG programs in tourism studies?
It's see, for example, if you complete MBA tourism management, you can get placed at any of the educational institutions related to tourism. Not only
as
that,
as what, ma'am?
Yeah, as a professor's lectures in that area. Yes, that is one part. Apart from that, you can enroll in travel agents, reputed travel agencies. You have better options. Only thing is you have to plan accordingly.
Okay. Depending on the skill set of the individual.
Yes.
Right? Yes. Supposing the person is very good in communication, maybe he can go as a guide.
Yeah.
He knows many languages also. They can choose being a guide, right? There's one more question on guide, ma'am. Ma'am, is being a guide only need the knowledge of knowing the places, or should we need to know more about anything other than that?
Knowing the places, that's a must. And how we explain them, that is entirely different thing. We may know a lot of things, but how we are explaining the things to the guide, to the tourist. They should get attracted by our reply. They should get fascinated by our reply. That is the main thing. Senior guides, they have that thing very easily compared to junior guides. Even for
Having
example, take me, I know a lot of things, but explaining, that's quite tough for me sometimes. But for a guide, that is the main quality.
True. We must convince the customer, right?
Yes, yeah, convince, and we have to explain the facts. Their tourist point of view, they will be having different type of doubts. For example, about temple, they will be asking a lot of questions, and guide should be giving a satisfactory reply to them. That's much important. Or at least they know how to manage the tough questions.
Correct. Challenging questions, yes. Ma'am, guide, how will you train the guide? Ma'am, will you give them the details on all these details of the places? Or is it self-learning for the guide?
This learning is one part. Apart from that, they can enroll in IITTM, Indian Institute of Travel and Tourism Management. They will enroll there, and we will be giving online refresher courses and training courses for guides. That will be taken care of IITTM.
So they have to stay connected with you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
And get updated as and when something.
Guides, they will get training in there, IITTM. After that, IITTM will send the approved guide list to us. Then we will get police verification of them. And after checking the credentials, we will issue ID cards for 5 years.
5 years.
Yes.
And does it go on extension with 5 years?
Yes, after 5 years.
They can go on extension.
Yeah, after 5 years, they have to attend a refresher course. Then we will issue a renewal guide ID card.
How long can they get their cards renewed, ma'am? How many times they can go in for the renewal? Is there any age bar?
No. Even our senior guides, they are of 70 years. No, they can go. Yeah.
So age, no bar at all. No retirement for guides.
After 70, 75, their health should be allowing them to guide. Correct. That is the main thing. That medical fitness should be.
No specific. Correct. So no specific retirement age.
Yeah, for guide,
as generally in the Government of India. Okay.
And this guiding na Archaeological Survey of India and Ministry of Tourism, we both are coordinating and we are signing that guide ID cards.
Okay.
They are also involved because ASI monuments are all there. So guide used to go to ASI monuments along with tourists. So they have also a role in issuing guide ID card.
So there is more of field work also for the guides before they become a guide, rather, isn't it, ma'am?
Yeah, field work that gives experience to them. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
They need to visit places and see for themselves.
Yes, get accustomed about the places.
True. One more question, ma'am. Is there a website or something that gives more information and tells the procedures required to take up this profession? If so, could you please tell?
Yeah, I have given 2 website details, www.tourism.gov.in. That focuses upon these kind of guidelines, ma'am. Everything is given in detailed manner. We can visit that website. Otherwise, I can share all the PDF files for guidelines. You can share it with everybody.
Oh, okay. Procedures for getting a government job in tourism field.
That's what we are there. Ministry of Tourism, time to time, they give advertisements in employment newspaper. UPSC. For secretary, additional secretary, director general, ADG, and regional director level, it comes under UPSC. After that, for tourist actually in this office now, first regional director, he is the head. Next comes assistant director. After that assistant director, we have tourist information officers. These officers only directly deal with tourists. Their main part is they are the tourist information officers. Actually, I was tourist officer, information officer from 2004 to 2019. After that, I got promoted as this all happened in the staff selection commission, madam.
Okay. So if you have to go to the next level, do you have to take up any exam and updates?
No, ma'am. Our ministry, it's not quite a big one. It's a small ministry only. No need of exams and all like state government. Any more questions, ma'am?
I think that is all.
I think that's all.
Q&A, ma'am. That is all, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for answering all the questions. Now I would like to request our HM, Srimati Bhuvana ji, to propose the vote of thanks.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Namaste, everyone. I feel extremely gratified and privileged to propose the vote of thanks today. Today, we enjoyed the 27th session on career options in the field of tourism by our panelist, Srimati Padmavati ji, Assistant Director, Ministry of Tourism. Ma'am gave an insight on the heritage sites of India. Thank you so much, ma'am, for being a panelist and explaining the minute details on the divisions of Ministry of Tourism, mentioning the names of the current ministers. That was a current affair thing for us to know also. And your slides were so self-explanatory, ma'am. You have really taken so much of pains to get it in an extended manner. Excellent slides, ma'am. And the contents, it ranged from schemes, hotels, tours, organized for children on request, a tourist guide, tourist facilitators, webinars arranged during COVID, Yuva Tourism Club, it's just upcoming project by our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, and the careers in the industry and the roles identified at every level. Multiple designations, the list, it was a huge list that you had listed, ma'am, and many of which, I haven't heard of so many designations. It was so voracious a list. Thank you so much, ma'am. So kind that you took up the questions also. Thank you so much for answering the questions also, ma'am. And your amazing video, it was really the mark of the day. It was really so very nice. In 2 sessions, you had screened it. It was so nice, ma'am. So colorful, and it covered all the parts of India, east, west, north, south. Completely, it was a treat to our eyes, ma'am. And from your video, we really could understand it. Truly, India is incredible, ma'am. Thank you so much for sharing that wonderful video.
Thank you once again, ma'am, for providing this wonderful opportunity. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And many thanks to our principal, ma'am, Srimati Radha Subramaniam, who is always the backbone and the support factor for us in every webinar session, and she keeps motivating us. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Pleasure, ma'am. Pleasure.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks to our dear teacher coordinators who track every stage of the webinar and make it happen. Thank you so much, Ashwin ji, who constantly supports us on every technical aspect. And thank you so much, sir, for sharing the PPT and the video for us today. Thank you so much, attendees, for your presence in the session. I'm sure we had a lot of knowledge gain and takeaways, and I'm sure many of our attendees would really take this opportunity to look forward to taking tourism as a career. You enjoy traveling, and this is what you have to be taking up. Truly, ma'am. Thank you so much. With age comes wisdom, is what we generally say, and with travel comes understanding. And I think today the journey has started for most of our attendees, and even to me, I would say the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and that step, Padmavati ji has given us that insight to that step, and I think we have started traveling with you, ma'am. Hope to see you many children take up this as a profession. Thank you so much, Padmavati ji. It was a wonderful session having you with us today. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am. And my humble pranams to Parampita, who showers his blessings always to all of us and guides us at every point of time. Thank you, Almighty. And the next session, the next webinar session will focus on career opportunities in the field of catering and food management. I just announced the next session, webinar session will be on career options in the field of catering and food management. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, teachers.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.